Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make my absolute favorite Bulgarian dish. It's called chicken with rice. This dish has been my absolute favorite ever since my childhood. Now, after all these years, I'm back in Bulgaria and this is what I want to make. One of the most important ingredients for this dish is here in the herb garden. We have peppermint and mint, and I really like it because we're gonna use some fresh peppermint for the dish. So the first thing that we need to do is break the chicken down, and I have this wonderful chicken here, and I'm just gonna cut it into half because we're just going to use half of it, and this is how this is done. So we open the chicken like this and we'll just cut it in half, and I have a
Готово. И това може и така да го направиш.
да го разрежем.
Да го разделиш.
Alright, so my chicken is cut into pieces and we're ready to go to the next step. So the next step is to season the chicken with salt, and I'm just gonna put some salt on the chicken. And then I'm gonna put it in this baking dish here. Next, we're gonna put a little oil on the chicken so it doesn't dry. And water. Alright, so we're gonna put this in the oven now. And as you can see, we put this water in the baking dish. And the chicken, while it's baking, it's gonna release a lot of flavor in that water. And that water is gonna turn into chicken stock. Alright, so we're taking the chicken to the oven. Alright, so chicken goes in the oven. Oven is set up to 200 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're gonna start baking the chicken. What is the next step? What is this? Какво е това?
Това е...
This is the fresh mint, and now we have to cut it.
Ще го нарежем.
Look at all that fresh mint. Oh my god, it smells so good. This is one of my favorite ingredients in this dish because the rice, when it gets cooked in the chicken juice with the fresh mint, salt and pepper, is absolutely divine. Oh my god, it smells so strong. Alright, so the chicken has been in the oven for about 15 minutes. Can you see how the chicken is starting to get a little bit of a color? So we're gonna cook it for another 15 minutes, but we don't want the chicken to be fully cooked because we're gonna cook it together with the rice. All right, so we put the chicken in the oven at 11:20. Now it's 12:10. So it's been 50 minutes in the oven, and it's time to pull it and see what it looks like. All right. All right, so this is what the chicken looks like. You see how it's starting to get a little bit of golden brown, and we still have some of that juice on the bottom. And okay, so what is the next step? The next step is to remove the chicken from the baking dish. Now we need to add the rice and the water. Now we need to collect all the juice from the roasting chicken.
Така.
The correct proportion for the rice and the liquid are 1 part of rice and 3 parts of liquid. So we're going to use all this chicken juice as part of the liquid, and we're going to add some water and bouillon cubes. So here we are going to use 2 cups of rice, which means that we need 6 cups of liquid.
И почваме да броим. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The next thing that we need to do is add 2 chicken bouillon cubes. And now we need to add the freshly chopped mint and some black pepper. Once when we mix everything, we need to try the liquid and see if we need to add some more salt. In this particular case, it needed a little bit of salt. Once when we achieve the perfect level of saltiness, we start putting the chicken on top of the rice. And now it's ready to go in the oven. Alright, so we're gonna check the rice in half an hour if it needs more time. Alright, so I forgot a very important step of the cooking process, which is putting a piece of butter on each piece of chicken. We can also put some butter around the chicken as well, because butter is really nice with the rice. Alright, so the chicken now is going back in the oven. Alright, so the chicken has been in the oven for about half an hour, and I want to show you how it doesn't happen. So the water is starting to evaporate. So we're gonna give it some more time. There has to be no water on top at all. So it's 1:15. Almost 2 hours have passed since we put the chicken in the oven, so it's got to be almost ready. I just want to show you real quick what it looks like. See how all the water has evaporated, and it's very close. I'm just going to give it a little more time, because what I really like about this dish is when the rice on top gets crunchy. This is my absolute favorite thing about it. After 2 hours of cooking, the chicken is ready, and I can't wait to try it. The rice is just perfect. It tastes like fresh mint, and it's crunchy on the top, just like I like it. This is plate number 3. I really can't stop eating this. This is my favorite dish of all time. Thank you very much for watching. This is my last week in Bulgaria, so I'm gonna show you a couple of more recipes next couple of days. I hope you like my video, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? Добре, сега. Ти Ну виж до тука.